morning. We are students from Tecnológico Monterrey. We are in our last day of the Semana I. We came to the Museum of Anthropology and History of Mexico, and well, let's enjoy.
Okay guys, so right now we're going to enter into the cultures of the Gulf Coast. So let's go inside real quick. Since the inception of archaeology, the cultural region known as the Gulf Coast has referred not solely to the coastal zone, but also includes portion of the states of Veracruz, Tabasco, Puebla, San Luis Potosí, Tamaulipas, Hidalgo, and Querétaro. In the pre-Hispanic times, it was conceived of as a place of exceptional abundance and fertility. Therefore, the first accounts written by the 16th century friars call it Tlalocan, meaning land of riches and early paradise.
Okay guys, so here we are in one of the most important pieces of the room. This is a colossal head of the Olmec culture. This piece represented humans. The reason that Olmecs did it is to represent humans and their importance to the culture, and it is believed that these heads represented the faces or the factions of important people in their society at that time.
Well, hey guys, we are here in the civilizations of the Gold Coast. One of the civilizations of the Gold Coast are the Olmecs. Well, the Olmecs were the first civilization emerged in Mexico. The Olmecs flourished during the Mesoamerica formative period, and one center was San Lorenzo Tenochtitlan, located in the near coast in the southeast Veracruz. The Olmecs were characterized for the colossal heads that is one of the most important architecture of the Olmecs. Actually, there are 17 colossal heads discovered, and these colossal heads were discovered in San Lorenzo Tenochtitlan, Las Ventas, and Tres Zapotes. There are one of the first Mayas temples of the culture.
Right now we're in the room of the cultures of the Gulf Coast, and we're going to focus in the classic period. So one example of this, we have this figure that was found in Veracruz, and this figure talks about Tlaloc, which is the god of the rain, and it's in charge of the whole vital cycle of water. We can see here that he has big teeth, and he has square eye bags, and he has a helmet as well, and that's representing power. That's representing how important it is for the harvest and for the whole development of the civilization. In this case will be the Olmecs.
Okay guys, so in this part is exhibited the hachas, palmas, and yugos. These sculptures were used for the ceremonial ball game. As we all know, this ball game was played by pretty much every pre-Hispanic culture, as we have seen in Cantona and Amparo Museum. And hachas was the name given to the sculptures of the warriors that play the ball game. Here we have hachas from the pre-classical period. The hachas consist in the face of a man that plays the game, and in the top of his head, in the helmet, they have usually natural elements. For example, animals that represent water or the air or the surface. And we also have palmas. Palmas is the given name to the sculptures that were put in the ceremonial buildings for the ball games, and they represented the sacrifice, the human sacrifice. As we all know, after the game, the team that wins usually was the one that was sacrificed. So the hachas are these ones. You can see pretty much they have the form of an axe, and the palmas are taller and thinner. Here we have the hachas from a classical period, from the 200 after Christ to 1000 after Christ. In this period, the hachas and palmas were more, they had another meaning, and they related also to the underworld. And here we have, well, more hachas and palmas. No, actually here, four palmas and one hacha. And, well, they were put in the ceremonial buildings, as I have said before, and they used to decorate pretty much all the. Hey man, what is this?
have no idea.
Well, in fact, it's a sexual masculine organ. This sculpture represents the fertility for the Olmecs, and this is one of an important part of the culture, and was located in Hidalgo.
We are here in the Zapotecs part, and one characteristic of this culture is that they were very strict in their society classes. They used to call them Benza, that means people of the clouds, and the most important persons, the nobility, were kaki. They used to wear cotton clothes and jade ornaments. These are a few examples of them. Also, they have different social classes, and they were divided in depends of what you were doing, like the agriculture or fisherman, something like that. Also, here we have another sculpture of like how they were always putting decoration in their houses, representing their own people or their gods.
The Mayan region of the museum. I will explain you guys a brief history of the Mayan culture. The Mayan culture was one of the most prosperous Mesoamerican native culture, and it was divided in 3 ages. The first era was the pre-classical era. The cities that recognized it in this era were El Mirador and Tikal. They were both huge cities, so it is known that the Mayan culture was prosperous since the beginning of their eras. Then and later, the Mayas start to move to the north, and they founded cities such as Tulum, Copan, Palenque, and Ecuador. In this period, it was known because the Mayan was the most prosperous Mesoamerican culture of all. Then the political and social problems began, and the Mayans started fighting each other, and they had to move to the north, even northern, and they founded cities such as Chichen Itza, which is a wonder right now, and Uxmal and Mayapan. Mayapan was the capital of the late Mayan Empire, and it is known that when the Spanish came, there was pretty much no Mayan Empire. They fight each other and they kill each other, and the Mayan Empire was gone.
Okay guys, well, right now we're going to explain the bowl game. And in contrast on the bowl game that we saw in Canton,